Yeah, it was just one of those things where you throw the smoke, they get caught up in it. You're not entirely sure if, you know, when the smoke expires, if they're looking in your direction or not, and whether or not you'll be detected during that moment. And even though it's very brief, but no matter how brief it is, if you hear the alert buzzer, it still counts. And yes, it's dumb. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, the fact that Snake and Liquid were cloned in a different process than whatever technology they used for Solidus, you know, is probably more than probable why they were not like an identical match to Big Boss, but Solidus was.
Along the way.
Well, I mean, I don't want that kind of experience to discourage people from running this game. I like the potential that it has, but it also has its, you know, its pitfalls, you know, and that thing with the smoke grenade is just, you know, one of them. But then again, I mean, yeah, it is hard to kind of win people over about, yeah, just lumber along with Act 3 and you'll be okay. It's as bad as it appears, but, you know, it's all right. It's just only like 12, 15 minutes of the run.
Tougher to break through. It might be best to avoid that area altogether if you can.
Sending reinforcements. Use
Praise. Kojima did his best to describe to the player the whole gene thing, and I feel like it still went over a lot of people's heads. And contrary to popular belief, some people enjoy Act 3. Oh, I mean, I enjoy the fact that I can listen to the iPod during parts of Act 3. I mean, not so much the having to follow the guy around for so long part. You know, I also do enjoy the fact that I can one-shot Raven with the railgun, provided I don't miss. But I think, yeah, there's probably a few theories as to why, you know, like Kojima trying to explain the whole gene thing, and maybe it just went over people's heads regardless. And I think it's a byproduct of keeping the story going, you know, meaning Kojima wanted to be done after MGS2, was pulled back into MGS3 because they couldn't do it right without his help. Alright, so then he wanted to be done there. Then they roped him in to do this game, and so now it's like, alright, well, I didn't really give perhaps maybe this much forethought into what I was gonna do with this, so yeah, it's almost like, yeah, like what Blues was saying is like, yeah, it's just kind of pulling stuff together just to get, you know, a game, you know, developed.
What are you doing here?
It's a fun change of pace. Personally, it's the most real-life experience of what real spies look like for the UN. I mean, from that standpoint, I would agree. From a speedrunner's point of view, is where it clashes with that, because, you know, it does feel like it drags on. Yeah, I mean, you know, just because, let's say, if in theory Kojima maybe didn't intend on making any further Metal Gear games after, you know, like I said, after 2, then 3, and then this game. But let's say if you just focus the timeline on, like, just before, you know, this game's release.
The walls could come down any second.
You know, now it's like, all right, well, okay, now the game's gotta be a sequel to MGS2. Now he's gotta think of a storyline that makes sense and try to connect all the dots between, you know, who was in the second game, who was in the first, and, you know, any remnants of what he can borrow from MGS3 and try to tie it all together. And, you know, despite whatever he may have felt about it at the time, you know, I still think he came up with something pretty good. You know, it gave a more conclusion of, you know, Snake's story. You know, brings Raiden back into the fold while not pissing off the fan base for, you know, keeping Raiden a secret.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the rendezvous point. Your radar is marked with which way to go.
Nice work. Help me
That's how you do it. He walks like it's the first time he's ever been to an art museum or library with no interest in art or reading. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean is, like, okay, I get it. The guy's trying to make sure he's not being followed. Also, I didn't mean to do that. But it just felt like it did that for, like, way, like, too long. It's like, all right, I get it. He's trying to be, you know, sneaky. You know, we're trying to be sneaky following them. And then, of course, you got the, you know, dwarf geckos with the trench coat following Snake. But, you know, it could have been expedited at parts of it without, you know, like, rushing it. You know, not just to appease, like, speedrunners like myself. She did.
Akira, get over here!
Hey, well, you have a good one, Blues.
Haven section. Yeah, I think they just wanted to be done at that point.
Right, I mean, yeah, you do have multiple pathways on top deck to get to the watertight sealed door, but I get what you mean. Like, there should have been more entryways besides just that door.
Contact. Get off the front line. Akiba!
What?
What's wrong with
Switch
you?
out!
What?
Switch out!
It doesn't even make sense outside the deadline standpoint. The sub is football fields along with one section why only maybe a few stories deep with an elevator that goes down for miles. The long elevator in Shadow Moses after Wolf makes sense, but Outer Haven, the elevator is way too long.
Get out of the way!
Snake, Akiba's been knocked out.
Maybe it's just going slow. Well, I mean, yeah, that's always a possibility.
You all right? Get up.
Damn, man, Johnny really let it rip. Yeah, they're trying to get all those audio flashbacks in.
Akiba, get over here! You're even better than they say!
Well, I mean, yeah, when you put it that way, it does make it seem like, okay, man, this elevator is like, you know, yeah, you're gonna be like going through the ship. You're gonna be breaching the hull, you know, with how deep it's going. Or again, it just could be a really slow elevator. I mean, Kojima's no stranger when it comes to slow elevators.
Surface.
I mean, think of the freight elevators in Shadow Moses. Both of them. I mean, they take their sweet time getting down there. Now, yeah, Shadow Moses is a big facility, which is also shown in here, at least at the point when it gets there. But, you know, it does drag on in there. You know, gotta get that codec time in.
back.
Feels like motion smoke grenades have a wider area of effect than regular smokes. No, I'm pretty sure they're the same. You know, it's the stun grenades that are, you know, they're unpredictable. Hey, how's it going, Kydrin?
Huh?
Oh yeah, they made smokes really damn good in this game. I mean, probably borderline, you know, broken in terms of like what capabilities you can use for with them. I mean, the smokes are good in MGS3. You know, more than just for the, you know, silent footsteps deal, but you know, in terms of its usage, like it could provide that coverage you need. But it doesn't last nearly as long in this game, and not only that, but you can extend it, right? So like you can throw a grenade at a guard, they'll be affected by it, and then you can just throw another one and then just continue that.
We're under.
Right, I mean, like in MGS3, you can only carry up to a maximum of 3 smokes on, you know, like on Extreme, European Extreme. But in this, you can carry up to 10. Right, so like right then and there, you already got a huge advantage, you know, over just that alone. Right, and now you multiply that by the emotion smokes you can get, which are New Game Plus exclusive. But even if, let's say, if you didn't, like MGS3 can carry up to a maximum of 3, and in this game it's a maximum of 10. That's pretty generous when you think about that. $19.06 is next level for a single segment. Well, I mean, I prefer it to be under 19 minutes, but it's all good. You know, so not only do you get more smokes in this game, like you know, for carrying, but they last longer, and its effect is like it's extendable. So like you throw a smoke at a guard, and then you throw another one, and then they'll still be caught up in it. So like it just continues, provided you have, you know, the smoke grenades to do it. Have I played any Splinter Cell?
Where Naomi's being held. It's to the north.
I think it was Blacklist, which was probably not the right one to start with.
Go get the weapons. Freeze. Need backup.
What?
think I hit him.
What? It's you.
Ooh, nice shot.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
You beat Chaos Theory last week. It's pretty good. You would recommend it as a Metal Gear fan?
Who? What are you doing here?
What?
Who?
What?
Oh, it's you again.
What's up with you? Damn it. Huh?
What? Something there? Could be my imagination.
What's better, Acid or Survive? Two different types of games. Only one in which I've played.
You got my back?
I mean, if you like more turn-based, then that's, you know, Acid is, you know, Acid's your best bet. Survive is a Phantom Pain twist. You know, built around, you know, more, you know, defensive building and, you know, zombies and whatnot. I mean, I would almost argue, like, Survive could have just been treated, like, as a... Not so much as an expansion, but... You know, like, it could have been something where... You could have, like, the main game of Phantom Pain... The multiplayer, which would be via, you know, the FOB invasion or Metal Gear Online 3. And then Survive could have just been, like, another mode. Right? I mean, you know how, like, they have, like, COD Zombies and, you know, Gears of War Horde. Well, I guess Halo Firefight when they started doing it. I feel like that's what Survive could have been. You know, and the only reason why I even, you know, had the chance to play Survive was I got it on a Steam sale.
Huh? What was that noise? Huh?
Oh, now he gets caught in it. Yeah, I mean, the one that I've been hearing as far as, I don't know if it was either just for playing it, or most likely for speedrunning, but Acid 2 is the one that I often hear is, like, the one that's preferred, for speedrunning. Oh, it's considered a significantly better game casually. Yeah, that's probably where it was coming from. Wow, man, that one guy sounded really mad.
What's that? An explosion?
HQ,
Who was that?
come in.
This is HQ.
The enemy is attacking from an unknown tank.
What happened?
We're under attack.
Acknowledge. Sending reinforcements.
Alright, send in the dozer.
Rebels have got an armored dozer. They're probably gonna use it to bust their way into the mansion. Give it some cover and it might get you inside the compound. Naomi's lab is somewhere inside those mansion grounds. Proceed immediately. Infiltrate the place and find out where she is.
Fire! Go, go, go! Grenade! John, cover! There's too many of them! Kill them all! Below! Let's go!
Yeah, the solid eye radar can be tricky at times. It may make it look like there's someone on that rooftop when there isn't. You know, that's why I was actually going slow in there to make sure there wasn't someone up there. I mean, most of the time it's clear, but there's always going to be that one attempt where one of the two is going to be up there. You know, and I can't, of course, I can't be all like, wow, thanks, Fox Engine, you know, for all of its randomness, because this predates the Fox Engine.
You're surrounded, Snake. You'll have to break through to go after Naomi. Take out those enemy soldiers and clear a path. She must have saw me break the glass. Naomi? It's another mimic! Watch out, Snake!
Got you this time.
Sunlight!
Oh, so that's why they went through the rooftop. The doors are locked.
Snake, she's shed her suit. Who knows what she'll throw at you next? Watch out!
Go!
Go!
Yo.
Popped her full of sunshine. Yeah, one can only handle so much,
Snake,
sunlight.
Follow Naomi's trail and find out where they took her. Watch out, though. You might run into a few holdups along the way. Snake, the trail splits up into multiple directions. Look closely at the footprints. Looks like they split up here.
Huh? Who was that?
Okay, I don't know what the hell that was
Think
all
could be
about.
Naomi's?
He's here. I can smell him. He's about 50 meters dead ahead.
Huh?
Huh? That's weird. Naomi's shoe prints just vanish. But just hers.
It's like, all right, look, Grandpa forgot to take a bath. We get it.
They must have gone separate ways here. The footprints go in different directions. I'm noticing more footprints now. Security's getting tighter. We could be getting...
Whose footprints are these?
Snake, I'm bringing the chopper to the other side of the market up ahead. That's as close as I can get. You've got to make it to the market somehow.
Go!
Snake, to fire the machine gun, stand next to it and press the action button. Then use the right stick to aim and press the attack button to fire. Watch your aim, Snake. Destroy those powered suits! Snake, you have to open up a path. Do whatever it takes.
All right, we're good to go.
get rid of one, another one takes their place.
Those gecko will try to ram you. Don't let them get too close.
You the man, Snake? Yeah, baby!
You spy up a pig aiming. Oh, the knot gate. Oh, don't worry, Bearish. That gate's coming up.
Oh, shit! We got an MGS on our ass.
The gate! Snake, shoot the gate!
Snake, you gotta do something about that MGS!
Yeah, the hardest mini boss is that gate.
Get ready for some speed! They can't hit, but they can't hit!
Those gecko will try to ram you. Don't let them get too close.
Does anyone know what type of tortilla chips Snake eats in Peace Walker and what salsa is he into?
Hang on! It's gonna get bumpy!
Man, beats me, man.
Up front! Here they come! Hold on tight!
Almost there. You can do it.
Don't fall off!
Raiden's keeping them busy. Now's your chance to make them. Snake, there's no time to take on the gecko. Get out of there, quick. I can see you. Just a little farther. Run, Snake, run!
Oh, Snake, get to the chopper. Oh, would you look at that? Actually on PP pace now, like on the second. Well, that puts me in a much better position than I was in an hour ago. The MGS wiki says taco flavored chips.
C'est mer.
Found a resistance member. It's time to start tailing them. Get on it, Snake.
I don't know, maybe that'll work to my advantage. Oh wow, it actually did. Yeah, I meant to shoot the ground, not his foot. Would have been cool if there was different avatars for the resistance member, and every playthrough it randomly selects a different look for him each time. You know, when a new one spawns in, if the other one should, you know, get killed or whatever, like what they'll do is like they'll have like the same one, but one's wearing like a patty cap. You know, but yeah, it should go beyond that. Of course. Millinor, that's because these are the emotion anesthetic rounds, which
This is HQ.
make them, you know, react the way that they do.
The state of alert has been lifted. Resume.
And the reason for even using these kinds of rounds is so that the resistance member will ignore them while they're under the effects of it, so he won't have to, like, stop and wait for, you know, for me to, like, take them out. Except for these two, like, I can't really line it up in time to, like, use the crying rounds in the same manner while allowing the resistance guy to get through. But for all the other ones leading up to this section, yeah, while they're basically crying their hearts out, he just walks past them like they're not even there. It's hilarious.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Look out! Searchlight! Find something nearby to hide behind. Stay out of the light.
Yeah, so as you can see, it just kind of ignores them.
There's something fishy about that PMC trooper. Do you hear whistling?
What?
What's really the most outrageous thing of all is when you compare their outfits to his, and the fact he's not carrying a main weapon of any kind other than his handgun, and the fact he's got what looks like a cyclist helmet. They're just as oblivious to it as really as this guy is when they're crying their hearts out. Kid you not, it's a cyclist helmet.
We're under attack! HQ.
This is HQ.
We're under attack!
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Yeah, look at the damn thing. Like how does this guy not stand out? That was a good bounce. I know I keep making that joke every run, but it just applies so well here. I mean, because he honks at me every run anyway. is the PMC using Geico or Aflac for their vehicle insurance?
Back in 9.
I mean, I guess in the irony of it all, it would have to be Geico.
As the
You know, just given the fact that their rental gears are called geckos.
there was
I mean, it'd be kind of a shame if it wasn't.
Sarkozy,
We have to keep Big
As in
Boss's
from
body
Sarkozy?
Oh, would you look at that?
no matter what. Get the body safe to the canal escape.
Yeah, now I gotta make this work.
We've got Gecko! Not getting through that way! I'm driving through! Nick, look, there's something about. So much for slipping away unseen. Guess we'll just have to outrun them. Get through there. There's another one. Attack the enemy from behind. Open up that checkpoint. Here we go. I'm driving through.
Don't think I ever got hit, like, just before the launch before, so that's new.
You've got to take them out. Here they come. Snake, watch the right. Enemy dead ahead. Come across. Need help in front.
Alright, much better bike chase that time. It's amazing how much can get done when you don't get, your health chipped away for nothing. I mean, because the start of that section over the run that I did earlier, world of difference.
More incoming.
I've got bad news. The decoy vans have all bitten the dust, which means the enemy will be focusing on you now. I just need you to hold them off a little longer.
Have you tried aiming? Enemy dead ahead. Nice one. Nice one. Excellent, Snake. Excellent. Snake, enemy to the left.
Fun fact, Big Mama was the winner of the 1955 Miss America pageant. Oh, just the voice of her, and she was also Catwoman. I did not know that.
Enemy dead ahead. That's
Right on!
help behind.
Right on!
Enemy dead ahead. That's mine.
Nice work!
Enemy dead ahead. They're coming for us.
Alright, let's not have a repeat of yesterday at this part.
Snake, are you okay? Here they come.
Yeah, I was really trying to take my time with that barrel shot because I rushed it yesterday. You know, and when I rushed it, I ended up shooting a frog square on in the back and killed her, as well as killing the big boss rank with it. See, even Raven's getting, you know, impatient about how long this is. She's like, how much longer? Like, man, you're telling me.
I think we lost them!
I'm glad they put the vehicle chase in the middle and not at the end. Well, no, not in MGS2 there isn't. Although I guess the only thing that Snake chases that is a vehicle is Ray, right? When it jumps into the water. Hey, but what's up, Dragonfire? How you doing today?
Snake! She's come out of her suit! Watch out! She's gonna try to grab you! Go!
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely feeling better about not, you know, throwing the run at a bike chase again. Yeah, I mean, here you got Snake that's, like, in handcuffs, you know, and then as, like, I forget at what point where, I don't know if it was Solidus deflecting the bullet, or not Solidus, when Solidus was firing the P90 at Ocelot, like, at point-blank range, and, you know, the thing just deflects all the bullets. And I don't know if one of those bullets, like, zipped around and, like, struck Snake in the back with his handcuffs to weaken him a little bit. You know, so here he is, like, trying to, you know, break out of the handcuffs, chase after Ray as he's, like, jumping into the water, sees Snake running after him, kind of dares him to do it. You know, it's like, damn, man, you know, Snake's got no hesitation. Do I ever get cases where I go prone to make the beauties lay down, and after you hit them, they're very clicky to go back to standing and walking again, making you have to go prone, or... Oh, no, I've had that happen to me before. When I was using the V-Ring shotgun, I had that happen before. It's really dumb. You know, because, like, there's a chance that it just causes them to, like, spring right back up to the ground instantly, and it's... You know, and you're right, because you would have to, like, you know, move out of the way to get them to go prone again. But I think ever since with the solar gun, I don't know if it completely took that risk away, or at least I just haven't had it happen in a long time. But I've had that happen to me before. And the funny thing is, like I don't know what causes it. Like, I don't know if it's a thing where if you're just slightly too far away, or if it's too close, or if it's neither. You know, meaning it can just happen at, I don't know, not really at any time, but I don't know. If I would have to, like, try to trigger it to see if I can remember, like, what it was that caused it in the first place, and whether or not if the solar gun was a part of it. You know, because, like, the solar gun, like, projectile at its full charge, like, it's got a pretty generous hitbox. So the chances of, you know, the beauties, like, popping upright, you know, provided you're just aiming, like, right at them, is, like, extremely low. So I would have to try it with, like, the V-Ring shotgun rounds to see if that's what it was. It's only ever given me my first run without it happening. Now it's often at least one of them do it when you run. Well, are you using the V-Ring rounds by chance, if you remember?
You'll land back on them after me. The reality is no match for legends, I'm afraid.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Where are you?
Where I
You thought of that the gun doesn't seem to matter. They've done it however method you use. Well, I guess just kind of, if you can, enlighten me on, like, what it is that you're using.
I don't...
You know, like, are they V-ring rounds from the M4 shotgun attachment, or is it from, you know, one of the other shotguns, whether it be the, you know, the M87 pump shotty or the Saiga 12?
Snake, I've checked.
You're using the master key? Okay, so that's, yeah, the shotgun attachment.
But it should be enough to
Alright, which is a pretty standard item to use,
and see if it's working.
at least during new game runs. And you're right, you can't buy stuns on Extreme. That is correct.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore.
It's veering with the M4 master key. Okay, that's what I figured it would be. You know, because like in a new game run, I think that's the go-to for knocking them out. But for a new game plus run, I use the solar gun.
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor.
You know, and now I guess the only thing I could think of...
Gecko! We've got Gecko!
Like, as you're shooting them with the V-ring rounds, I don't know if there's a thing where you could, like, fire too fast. And I don't know if that's, like, causing something to happen. You know, like, it might have to be something I'll have to, like,
and go to the north door.
you know, like, I'll have to test it.
The Mark III.
You started using the solar gun? I mean, well, if you have the solar gun, then, you know, you could just use 2 fully charged shots, and that's enough to, you know, do the job right then and there.
Oh man, more Gecko. The Mark III is totally defenseless while working on the door. You'll have to
Nope, not that either.
Okay, Snake, it's open now.
That's what I did to fix it. I wouldn't be repeatedly firing to get the quickest shots off. I would wait until the reaction frames were done playing out. Yeah, like, I don't know if it was something like you could fire as fast as you want. But I wasn't sure if there was, like, a limit to, like, how fast you could be with it. And that's okay, like, if you're running new game, like, it's no problem at all, but... It's just, you know, there may be some parts of it I may not be as familiar with, but I could try to help, at least just, you know, put some ideas together on, you know, what could help. She sounds like she's way over there. Alright, down at the corner. Which leaves either by that tree or the hind crash. Alright, hind crash it is. Yeah, there she is. No, it's just definitely for fun. I mean, it kind of gives you indirect camouflage here, but yeah, it's just definitely for fun.
Yep.
Altair can go through Militia Act 1 without being alerted. That is correct. Yeah, it could serve as an alternate rebel disguise. No! Damn it. Yeah, I didn't get it. No codec skip for me this time.
Snake. I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter. What about her?
She might be a sunlight.
She might be a spy.
Sunlight!
To kill
Sunlight!
me. Is that all you cared about?
Yeah, I only cared about sunlight.
Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Sunlight!
Great Fox.
Sunlight!
You killed
Yeah, I do end up using all the chaffs.
my brother home from the cripple.
Sunlight!
I vowed revenge.
Sunlight!
But I can't go yet. I still have a job to
Sunlight!
I vowed revenge.
No, not revenge. I vowed sunlight. Yeah, Glenn taught me the codec skip right before my GDQ run, since he was really the only one at the time that actually did it on accident. And we labbed it out at one of the practice rooms for, I think it was like half an hour, where he was trying to remember how he did it in the first place, found an old clip of him doing it. And then we were trying to like work out like how it actually worked and what methods were viable to at least attempt it. You know, what indicators could be used to actually know like when it was the right time to roll, and whether it fit the pause buffer via the start button or he used the weapon wheel menu, the shoulder button when he did it. Of course, it was just completely by chance.
Use the lift.
Like in his anthology run, he was like about to run into the what would have been the codec, and he was like, "Oh wait, I forgot to equip something." So he pulled up the weapon shoulder thing with, you know, R2, equipped the chaff, and then he just rolled right into what he thought was gonna be the codec, and ended up running, you know, beyond that and you know, run down the stairs. Right, and he was like, "Oh hey, you can skip this."
Yes! You did it, Snake!
You know, so my method's a little bit different because, you know, because I use an adapter to be able to use this DualSense, there's a slight input delay when it comes to, like, pulling up the, you know, like, the shoulder menus. So I am not able to do it the way, at least, that Glenn did it in his run. But the start pause buffer is reliable, at least for me. You know, where I could try it on a, you know, consistent basis. what's up, Lightning Run? Since I'm pause buffering, is it even faster? We didn't really time it, but from what it seemed like compared to the way he did it, I think as long as you don't pause buffer like more than 3 times, that you're still like maybe getting out ahead a little bit. 2 pause buffers or less is probably more ideal. You know, so you're right. If you pause buffer too many times trying to attempt it, then yeah, eventually you're just losing more time than what you're really saving. So it's a delicate balancing act of, you know, getting the positioning just right and the amount of pause buffers it takes me to, you know, reach it. Because that's what it is you're trying to reach a part of the doorway while Snake's running animation is the visual cue to know when it's the right time to roll forward. And the pause buffering helps at least line that up. You know, because like we tried doing it without pause buffering and it's just way too damn difficult. You know, it's just the timing is so precise without it.
That's it, Snake.
And the pause buffering just seems like it just opens up that opportunity, as brief as it is, because without it, it just didn't seem remotely possible. You know, like it almost had to be something like, you know, like a TAS would probably be able to do it.
Just like that, Snake. Watch out, Snake! Good, Snake!
Can't do it. No, I can't. I can't shoot.
Now, this is definitely all for style points.
I can't do it. I'll hit Raiden. No way. I'll hit Raiden. I'll hit Raiden. No way. No way. Gotta watch my sunlight. No way. No way. No way. Gotta watch my sunlight.
Can you explain what's happening with it? I still understand how you skip it. All that it is there's a barrier which triggers the codec, you know, from popping up. And all you're doing is, as Snake, is you're trying to get him in like the right spot in the corner just before you trigger what would be that codec, and you're just rolling through it like the next moment after. You know, so it's a really precisely timed roll, which would allow you to roll into the stairs, hit the loading zone, despite the fact that the codec ringer's going off. And the pause buffering is what helps get you into that position. And if I can remember later, I can actually try to demonstrate it. You know, it's good practice for me anyway. I mean, because like I got it yesterday, but I don't know, I'm not always successful at it because of how precise it is. Well, no, I'm saying like the pause buffering is what helps makes it possible. Because without it, it's it's just too precisely timed of a roll without being able to pause buffer. And what Delfino was saying is, well, if you're pausing, are you really saving time then? And what I was saying back is, you know, just based on what Glenn and I troubleshooted at GDQ, you know, it seemed like at a glance that as long as you don't do it more than 3 times before you do the roll, that it seems like you can still save time. You know, but 2 or less is ideal, but it's definitely difficult.
Ray may have been designed as a wrecker, but you've got me on your side. You can't lose. Crush Ray and liquid.
Alright, that's laser number 1.
Nice one. Now get close to it.
I'm a firing my laser. Boom. 3 is pushing it to... Oh, whoops. 3 is pushing it to break even. 2, you have something. Oh, wait for it. God, I love that laugh. Alright, 125.39. Wow, so I'm actually not that far off. Only by 8 seconds. Ray is most certainly dead. Yeah, like I said, that's the only thing we didn't do was like actually time it. I mean, it wasn't really a, you know, ideal place to actually do that. But more or less what he was teaching me was just, you know, other than remembering how it worked, was practical methods to actually attempt it, you know, trying to replicate it. And then the after the fact was, yeah, like how many pause buffers did it seem like was necessary to actually execute it, as well as what the limit is before you know, either break even or maybe just slightly save time, whatever that is. Because pause buffering, or not pause buffering to do that skip, I don't know, man. It just seems way too difficult without it.
Good job, Snake. You made it on board. Welcome to Haven. Enemy units are already on their way. Break through their defenses and find GW's server room.
We've got company. We got a long for what? Thanks.
Alright, no sniper. Happy days.
Snake, use that watertight...
Yeah, there's a random chance that there's a frog sniper at that corner I looked at up there. No rhyme or reason to it, it's just purely RNG whether she appears there or not. If she does appear, like, your run's not over, like, you can... like, you can, you know, deal with it, but you would have to, you know, use the MK2 quickly enough to take her out and then just run to the door.
Sounds like the perfect job for me.
You've never seen the sniper up there? Yeah, maybe I'm just the one with the bad luck then, because, you know, I seem to get her, like, I don't know, maybe like 1 out of like every like 4 attempts on top deck. Oh, not up there? Oh, you were saying you never seen one not there. Oh, yeah, forget what I said then.
Take out the enemy before they get to her.
Well, in any event, it's... I don't know, it just feels random to me. Ah, blinded. Yeah, remember that thing I said earlier about RNG not being cool? Well, that's one of them. Yeah, she did throw the snake at, Oh, wait. Yeah, that's why I went in here. That and a mantis stall.
Even if she tries to hurt you, Meryl's not acting of her own free will. Don't do anything to hurt her. Knock her out if you have to, but don't hurt her.
Well, once again, Anacon, I'm not going to be the one that's going to knock her around. I mean, Screaming Mantis is more than capable of doing that.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
Yeah, whatever, I'm keeping it. Almost got a 3-swing KO. So was the floaty kid with the gas mask and Phantom Pain the original Psycho Mantis? It was. Except I think he was referred to as Kid Mantis.
Enough is enough, Snake. You can't take any more of it.
It's not about winning or losing.
It's about getting those PBs out of Con.
Tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep pond where words are spent. They are seldom of vain.
Why don't we get somebody else?
I've got nothing to lose. You were the lightning in that rain. I still shine through the darkness.
Go! Hurry!
Sorry.
We'll meet again on the other side.
Time to do your duty. Failure will spell doom for the human race.
Go!
I used the drum barrel for the gecko or dwarf geckos. It's actually not a bad idea. Oh, never even thought of chafs. Well, that's one of the luxuries of New Game Plus is, you know, I went through the effort to farm them. You know, I mean, you can have a maximum of 10, but 8 was really all that I was looking to have. I mean, you know, I mean, it's, I think normally in new game runs, like, you would have 4. 2 that you get at the marketplace before you exit to the chopper, and then the other 2 at the helipad on Shadow Moses. You know, so yeah, for that dwarf gecko hallway, yeah, I could imagine you could, you know, get away with either maybe using just one chaff.
Get through there as quickly as possible.
You know, because like I'm trying to think like where it's essential. So the tank hangar for starters, right? Because of all the dwarf geckos there. And then you need one on top deck to delay one of the geckos from landing.
Don't give up on me, Snake.
All right, so that leaves 2 left. So you need one, I think, for the blast furnace, so that's 3. And then I think you can elect to either use the last shaft in the blast furnace or for the hallway, the dwarf gecko missile bay. Do I use turbo for this? I wish. I mean, it's not that bad. But I actually wish I had turbo just for this part. I think it's allowed. I haven't actually looked at the MGS4 leaderboards in a while, but I'm pretty sure turbo's allowed. Yeah, the only worst kind of mashing I ever have to put up with, we'll probably have to do the one for MGS2, for the solidest torture. And then the one right next to that would be the extreme 90% torture resist for Ocelot, because you don't have really much of a life bar to work with. Which, you know, for the console version, yeah, I don't have turbo available to me, but on the Steam version, I would use it. Oh yeah, the PS2 torture. 105 seconds of pure insanity.
Get up, Snake!
Like, get up, Snake! It's like, man, don't you think I would have gotten up already? It's like, you're not the one crawling through this shit getting cooked. Alright, here we go. Time for some nanomachine injected steroids. my shot! Okay, that was my bad doing the extended combo. A bad habit of spamming that too quickly.
Take this. Take this. Take this.
Nowhere to go to now. Unless we sidestep. Oh yeah, just do that. Oh man, I frickin' blew it. Oh, I had him in that combo and yeah, he blocked it. Alright, still a good start though.
What a feeling. You're so supreme. Not for honor.
Who would betray a better Solid Snake? Jason Statham or Keanu Reeves? I don't know if either one of them could do it. Honestly, if you want my opinion, who could really do Solid Snake justice on the movie screen is actually David Hayter himself. You know, I mean, he, in a way, he looks like him. Like, if you do a side-by-side comparison, it actually looks like Solid Snake in a way. And what better person to do it than the guy that voiced it for so long? Alright, do it. Yeah, I mean, Oscar Isaac was like... It was like, yeah, they tapped him to, you know, for the role, and then, I don't know, I mean, it's... I don't know. Like, it's been, like, in the works, like, supposedly for so long that, you know, if it hasn't happened by now, then, you know, I just don't see no other reason how it could happen. I mean, if it was me, I'd say ditch the live action and go with animated. You know, whether if it's an animated movie or even a, you know, like a series.
C'est même.
Sunny one. David Hayter screen wrote, I don't know if it was the first X-Men movie or if it was X2. Well, I mean, I was on pace. I think, what was it? After Act 3, like to the T. And I think after Act 4, I was only behind by like 9 seconds.
Isn't it?
You know, and again, like, don't let those splits, you know, tell you everything. I mean, it gives you an idea. So yeah, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, whether this is a PB or not. I mean, even with you know, a crying wolf spawn that placed her at the hind crash site, which is again like the worst one I could get. But yeah, that liquid fight was really good though, even though I got blocked at the near the end of phase 3. Oh, so it was the first 2 X-Men movies. God, I remember one of the bloopers for, I think it might have been the first X-Men movie, where they had like Spider-Man show up on set. You know, I think it was like Cyclops, Storm, and I don't know who else was with them. I think it might have been Jean Grey. And then, you know, you just have Spider-Man just like show up in the background. It's like, wait, Spider-Man, what are you doing here? You know, and then the fun fact that I didn't learn about until later on was, I think the guy that was Toad, was Darth Maul, right? Like, he was the same guy. And I think one of the giveaways was, like, one of the weapons that he was using in that first, X-Men movie was, like, in the same, like, style as, like Darth Maul. Alright, like, that was almost kind of like a, you know, hidden reference, like, just outside of that, like, or if they just put that in, you know, for the sake of it. the story with that is Kojima originally drafted a different ending for this game, where Snake and Otacon turned themselves in for all their, you know, the crimes that were committed, you know, as being a, you know, anti-Metal Gear organization, and they were executed for it, which is where this song comes into play. And I think his staff, you know, changed his mind into not going through with that ending, right? Because they figured, man, you know, that's a really shitty way to end the game. You know, like, that's kind of a horrible way to end Snake's story. You know, and so they rewrote, so he rewrote it, where now you get this, you know, conversation at the cemetery, where Otacon's like, well, what now, Snake? I mean, you know, there's nothing left. And, you know, so I guess other than re-choosing a song, they just, I don't know, they just kept it for whatever reason. Because you're right, he uses it again, in Ground Zeroes. Oh, they were in talk with Sony to do a crossover with X-Men for Spider-Man, but it was just rumors though. I don't know, I just thought that having that as a blooper was hilarious. It's like, wait a minute, is Spider-Man joining the X-Men? Killing off the main character and his partner is a big turnoff. You build such a big story and then kill off the hero for for just some ending is a complete waste. I think the idea Snake was forced to confront suicide as part of his life, but still ultimately chose life and catharsis, and then Big Boss shows up. Well, I mean, you know, the fox die at one point was told to him that it was mutating due to the fact that he was aging, you know, from the accelerated aging, and that there was a chance that the fox die could spread and it could become an epidemic. And the only way, at the time when Naomi told him, is that, well, the only way to prevent that from happening, you know, is that, you know, if the host dies, the virus dies with it. But then Big Boss tells him that I think because of the Fox Alive thing that Sonny and Naomi came up with, I don't know if that kind of counteracted what was about to happen to Snake, but the accelerated aging was going to kill him regardless. And so instead of just, you know, kind of going through with that kind of an ending, he just figures, well, I'll just live out whatever time I have left. lived for everyone but himself his whole life. Yeah, so like at the very end, like he just kind of chooses to live for himself with whatever time he's got left. You know, I never actually got into The Walking Dead, but I just feel like it's branched off into all these like different series. Like I can't even like comprehend like, you know, how it started, and now it's like you got this series, that series, and that series, and I'm just thinking, well, wait, what happened to the other one? You're tired of The Walking Dead? Just end the show and move on. You've watched it all and 85% of it is ass. First 4, maybe 5 seasons were good and that's it. I don't know, somehow they keep getting, I don't know, the funding to add another season. You know, which I don't know if it's just because of whatever they built up to start with.
Snake, wait up. You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake.
These things will kill you.
Or if they're just trying to milk whatever they can get out of it.
Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes. You're man-made. You're a beast.
Yeah, that's the biggest tragedy of all.
Blue Rose.
No memes to pass on.
There won't be any Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Oh, man, hiccups.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness?
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
Sonny's eggs?
No!
Oh yeah, I'll show that. Fucking hiccups. Ah!
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
Alright, what do we got? Well, it's nice to PB again. Man, that was with a bad Crying Wolf spawn, too. So, sub 158 is still more than doable, but man, it really is like moving mountains just to save time. To go from 158.31 to now 158.8. Yeah, it's a PB controller working. Well, good thing some people can't hear it because I'm battling the hiccups.